qualifying here at the home of Pro Mod Raceway Park. Some history. Back in the day, the first Pro Mod race is the Super Circuit. Rob Vandergrift, the late 40-wheel driver for Scott Chaplock, Mike Ashley, Animal Jim, Bill Coleman, they all came to Raceway Park to show their wares. And of course, this season, Mike had one of the quickest Nitrous run ever at a 578 California.
We got to talk about some conditions here. This John was pointing out earlier today. Wait for the conditions to get to where they are now. This is what I've been waiting for. The tune-ups, you know, everybody's going to change everything right now in these cars from what they were earlier today.
The effective altitude below sea level for the Pro Mod racers. Right now, Todd Fontana from Montvale and Big DeMaire from Dix Hill. Couple big cubic inch Nitrous cars. They're both in
this house here tonight. That's all I can say. That guy is something else. Benny DeMaire now out of Dix Hill, New York. 6.117 at 227 miles per hour.
Really along that center line now as he went from the 8th mile down to the end of the racetrack. Nice job driving, ends up in the number 7. Nitrous oxide Chevrolet, alongside Freddie Scribba, all the way from Maryland. A guy I've seen race the Frantic 7 events at Bud Creek. He runs in Stevens County. He's part of the Northeast Tour.
Well, how about Scribba coming up here running a 590 last year, and he's so close to dipping into the 500. What is this guy purging, man? I've never heard a Pro Mod go into that type of purge.
That was kind of different there. Of course, Pat Michigan grew up there at Raceway Park. He's the king of the fuel injection. The guy who's made some great runs in Pro Mod. Of course, the street car stuff that he has done. His brother, even a track champion in Super
Pro Mod. Man, that has to be a treat.
Pat Michigan started out in Super Pro, then ran Run Up Eliminator, which was
Montana had to have a driving chore in the last outing. I don't know if you caught that thing. That thing in the right lane was completely sideways. Got that thing shut off. I think he bounced back to the passenger seat, back to the driver's seat.
Best effort. He's up on the Team Chevy side of the racetrack. Montana, the veteran racer, number 14, looking to lay one down. Getting set to purge the 95 side right there. Yeah, knock on the window there, Dave. We'll see if we have another class call tonight. Correction altitude below sea level here, one of the fastest racetracks on the flat. 653, 215, and Al, that's more like it. Next up, John Hall from Coral Springs, Florida.
Plant there, Busey's newest creation. That's the big expensive motor, right? And that's the one you said has the real 2-speed power glide transmission in it. This thing's incredible. Watch this. This is right now, world's fastest 2-speed power glide car in the right lane. In the 1/8 of a mile.
Okay.
I should tell you that at ADRL, he's broke those records. I don't know what the quarter mile is. The guys down there in the left lane, Rojas. This car really can come out and grab you 607, 224. He doesn't have to drive it. And when I say drive it, if he can just get out there and keep it in the center of the track, this car will lay down some phenomenal numbers. If he gets out of the groove, this guy seems to really, although it's not too many quarter-mile passes, it is too Gary Bickle time.
Tire shake, go back out of it. We'll go 0 for 2 in that one. Rojas was 971 to 60 foot. John Hall was 991.
And he's the doctor, would you?
Let me tell you something. You grow up on the streets of Carteret, New Jersey, you got to be tough.
Really?
That's a nice place to live, but that is also a neighborhood where people are kind of tough.
That brings back the old movies from the street. Champion of the street wars. look out. You never know what
He's got Shannon Jenkins behind the car. He's got tons of horsepower.
Not going to hit the run they wanted right there. They shut it off to the right side. You can see Andres already smoked the tires off the front end of the car on the brakes because the...
Where are you from, Eddie?
Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Great town. There's some good pro mod racers out there. Raymond Camiso, Tony Montieri.
Yeah.
Guys who bring at the line, you know. Guys I know.
Good friends of mine and great racers. AKA Brown Balls. I don't know why they call him that, but that is his nickname in drag racing. It's not NHR, it's Shakedown.
I know. Next pair coming up looks like George Williams will take a single run. Another guy from Long Island, New York, from Mastic. Not in the show, the bump spot. So the Nitrous cars. It's all about the juice here on a Saturday night.
And plenty of it, man. I have seen more bottles in my life walk into those pits. Wants to get into the field so bad, and that 682 will let him do.
Right now, number 15.
You know, back in the older days, you didn't really get a chance to see it down there right next to the pits. Cool looking car, 2002, 632. And the cubic inch department, and a man who's not in this field right now. 17,703, the new bump, 6.861. Boy, that's a bunch, Lewis, right there.
So Chuck trying to lay one down, blew the window out, damaged the car, he'll not make it for tomorrow. That's what he told me.
You know, he did say that. He came up here and interviewed. It's a shame that he finally got it back.
He missed it, made a good run. If I was going to next week, they have a big top track for top sports and racers. We just like to call it the track west of here, back in the old days. And Acco is the track south of here. Back when I was there when I was like in high school, and that was a lot of fun.
No kidding.
I remember announcing like Bill Jenkins in a points race at Acco Raceway in about 1976, 77.
Wow, very cool.
And those were the days where it's good training for other things than drag racing.
And I've got a career coming with the widescreens coming up. I might get on TV one day, you never know.
I think you've been on TV.
I've been there.
Gary Cordier not in. That's the story right here. That's beautiful. He gets in.
That was something. Built up for the big one, and all of a sudden here comes a guy you weren't expecting to do anything.
That was probably as exciting as Freddie Scribba's run in terms of like the Zen drag racing moment. Once again, Freddie Scribba to the tower, please. Freddie Scribba to the tower, please. 7 o'clock on Sunday, by the way, ESPN 2. Check it out. I got a plug mic. Right toward the center line to a 673 the hard way. Seems like a lot of